Talk about practices today.
I thought it went pretty well. It was pretty hot this morning, and they had to battle through some things there. It was kind of a give and take type of practice, but I thought they did well, and they came back this afternoon and practiced well. They competed. That's what I was looking for.
Anything you can say about Guyton and KJ Williams, Coach?
Yeah, just as a violation of team rules.
For both guys. And they're both gone permanently, Coach?
Possibly.
Okay.
Possibly.
Talk a little bit about Louis Slope and his walk-on, his progress.
I think Louis is doing a good job. I watched him in high school when he was at Westlake, and he was an aggressive downhill safety. And he doesn't know what he's doing out here half the time, but he's going 100 miles an hour doing it. So that's kind of neat to see that. And eventually he'll get caught up in the scheme, and I think he'll really help us.
Does his motor remind you of Ryan a little bit?
Well, they come of the same family tree, so I mean they definitely have the same genes and the same motor. So yeah.
Coach, you want to talk a little bit about the competition in offensive tackle?
Anything specific?
I guess mainly Jokel, Thomas, and Matthews in Akbui.
Okay. There's competition there. They're all competing for the same positions. It is what it is right now. Nothing new. Nothing's changed.
I guess are you happy with
oh yeah.
the team?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's great. I think something we haven't necessarily had before, and they're competing well and competing at a high level, and we're going to be better because of that. Yeah.
Coach, you talk about moving Lucas Patterson to the candidate.
You just want to take a look at him a little bit and just see. He's played some nose, and we're just covering ourselves. I want to go 10 practices and kind of keep people pretty much status quo. Then today we move some guys around just a little bit. Just looking at them at different positions. Whether it stays that way or not, it remains to be seen.
Coach, when you look at punt returns and kickoff returns, when you're down to 3 or 4 at each of those positions, how do you feel about your punt returns right now?
You can't really tell until you do it really live. You see those guys break some tackles and make the catch under pressure. I think we have some guys who can do it. Obviously, on kickoff return, Cyrus and Swope have proven to be pretty valuable commodities back there, and we're still trying to find the punt returner. I think we have some folks who can do it. Kendrick Williams did it in high school, was good at it. Askew did it in high school, was good at it. Kendrick McNeil's been very good. Terrence Frederick is probably the most dependable as far as catching the football. So we're still working with him, and we haven't come to a final conclusion on that just yet.
It seemed like Guyton was having a good camp, but you also, I'd imagine, feel good about your depth at running back as well. Could you talk about Bradley Stevens really stepping up at camp as well?
Yeah, I think Bradley really. I texted him the other night after the scrimmage and thought he'd made a big step in the scrimmage. Took a lot of reps and made some great cuts. So I feel very good about Bradley and the progress he's made.
And your depth at running back?
I wish it was deeper. I don't think we have great depth there. I think there's some quality guys, but you'd like to have about eight players there, and we don't have that.
Coach, you talk about fixing bruises. Getting more people back in the field, because on one play Swope, I guess one against Harrison, a pretty good play. Both those guys are back 100%, getting more guys back.
Yeah, we are getting more guys back, and that's good. We've had some guys out with different types of injuries. Thankfully, nothing completely serious. I'm anxious to get Campbell back. His injury has lingered on longer than I expected it to. Has a mid-foot sprain, so hopefully we'll get him back soon and have our full group on it.
Coach, what about in terms of a timetable for when you start penciling in your starters and looking at units the way you want to see it for the season? What's the timetable there?
Well, the first 10 days is always an earmark for me where we get all our installation in, and after the 10th day, which I think it's today, tomorrow, I forget, but today, we pretty much start honing things down and really evaluating guys based on not what they know, but what they can do necessarily, in combination of both, I guess. So we'll probably know something by this weekend. Where we're headed there, and then when you ask me the next day, I'll probably say it's not ready to make that decision. So, okay. Let's be ready for that. Okay, guys.